It is a program for au pairs who come from different countries to the United States for the first time. And what I do is provide them information on child development, child abuse, safety, and things that they need to be aware of while they're taking care of the children. What their needs are. I go age by age, newborn to 11 years old. We also give them information on childhood illnesses in child safety and first aid. What are some of the signs and symptoms that would tell them that children are getting sick? And then, yes, there is an exam on the child development piece that they're required to take. And also, it's a great opportunity for them to meet each other, to kind of give each other support, and to have long-lasting relationships. I just think it's a good tool for them to have before they go on to the families.
I go through a orientation with the au pair. I also am required to do an orientation with the host family, just to go over some things, the rules and regulations, anything, you know, the au pair might have some questions. Host family definitely has questions. And then from then on, I work on a relationship with the au pairs. I have meetings once a month with them. Give them as much opportunity to meet people, meet other au pairs from other countries. We do the typical bowling, the putt-putt golf. Every summer we have a picnic. We have an annual picnic. December we always have a Christmas party. In Halloween we had, here on this deck, we had pumpkin carving. You know, and I also every once in a while have things at my home so that they can, you know, have a little one-on-one time with me. I also stress to them that, you know, we can have this one-on-one time if they ever have problems with their host family. I'm there for them. I will listen, whatever they want to talk about. And many times the au pair has had something that has bothered her, and she hasn't communicated it to the host family. And we as community counselors, we try to suggest, sit down, talk with them on a regular basis. But, you know, just to, you know, let them know that there is somebody else here besides their host family that cares about them. You know, I'm basically their friend while they're here.
It's just great. Life is different. You don't have to worry about things, about the next job or about school, because everybody helps you. Like, I have my counselor when I have a problem. My family is every day is asking me, how was the day with the children? Do you need help? Shall we talk with them? I don't take that for granted. I just love them. They're like my second parents, and my mom is a little bit jealous of that, of course, because I spend more time now with them than with her, but we keep in touch there because we call every week, and I realize that it's getting harder for me to speak German than English, and it's weird.
Their purpose of coming is a cultural exchange. And we stress that they are not professionals that have child care in their background, some kind of experience. They are not professionals. They come over here, they love being with children. Some families, you know, you can tell they're not quite sure what it's going to be like to have someone else in their home. So what I do, I set up a meeting, and I go and I interview the family. And then at that point, if they have questions on the selection process, I give as much guidance as I can at that time. And I meet the children. We're required to have all of the family members there. I want to see that they're going to be warm and include the au pair in their activities. I want to see that the kids are going to want to have this au pair in their home, and one that, you know, they're going to be able to work a relationship. Your au pair has a website that is wonderful. It's very user-friendly. So after my interview with them, they will use their password, and they will go in, and they are able to search any age, any nationality, and they are able to look at all of the profiles of au pairs. It's, as I mentioned, tells about the interviewer's comments. It tells that they're healthy, and it basically, you know, it also tells what their experience has been. There's also included a letter from the au pair, and included with this letter are photos. You know, and normally they're photos that show the au pair with children, and they, you know, narrow down their choices. And then also what they do is they call this au pair. They're required to call, and you can pick up a lot of information just from that. You know, the enthusiasm that the au pair will have, you know, in coming to be with this family. And you know, they say, we're going to call back. They talk about it, and then they call back and say, would you like to be an au pair with us? And then from then on, it's up to your au pair. It's probably about a 2-month process. And then from then on, hopefully it's a good match and, you know, a wonderful year.
I meet myself with other au pairs, and we try to visit other cities. Like last weekend we were in Baltimore in the National Aquarium, or we want to go to Virginia Beach just to see a little bit the area around here and a little bit of the culture, and just meeting with other Americans or with other au pairs. And I just love to work with children. I thought a little bit practice before starting the studying, and I just wanted to have a break, to think about my life and what I really want to do. And I think this year is great for that. Even if I don't want to start studying psychology after that, this English experiences, I can use that everywhere, and I hope I don't lose that later when I don't practice anymore. Yes, if you want. And the children help me a lot during the day to talk English all the time, and they correct me. That's very important for me. You get to know people every day. You meet new people every day. They just talk to you in Starbucks, like, oh, you have a nice accent, and you just start talking with them, and you don't have that in Germany. And I'm a very outgoing person also, so I would really miss that in Germany. That's why I would like to stay a second year.
Oh, it's a wonderful solution. We've had a lot of luck. We've had some wonderful au pairs. They have done wonderful things with our children, and we always seem to get what we need at the time. You know, since the children have started in school, we've had some au pairs that have been absolutely wonderful about getting the kids home, getting them to start their homework, getting it done. You know, they're very firm about it, but have been very, very kind and loving about it too, so that it doesn't become a chore. They just seem to find the right knack for moving them in the right direction and getting things done. And yeah, for the au pairs too, it seems like a nice arrangement because it's a chance for them to, you know, we treat them as grown-ups, and we don't try to tell them what to do and what not to do, but it's a chance to be out on their own, but they have the comfort of having a second family there to look out for them.
She's a part of our family first, and then she's an au pair.
Right.
She should leave here feeling that she's always part of our family after she leaves. Mm-hmm. That's enough. You know, and I think that in itself, she'll have enveloped and digested everything about us and our country and our culture to have that feeling.
And just to experience different places. I mean, we travel a lot within New England and Maine, New Hampshire, and I think that would be great for her.
And it's not, you know, the process that we've experienced here is it's not only a help for us, which is big. I think it's just as important. It's helping that au pair, that person.
Right.
Well, there's some, you know, requirements that she has to in the English part of it, or some of the exams she wants to study for. But to me, that's a great component attaching that requirement for that person when they're coming here, it gives it focus and attention on the right things. So that to me was important. I hope that the relationship doesn't end at the end of a year, and someday maybe we can reciprocate and, go there, so to speak. I think from the children's perspective, she'll always be part of their life, and hopefully the feelings are mutual. Because the separation anxiety is almost there, you feel for the children.
I feel it now for them.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it will be the best year of my life. Until now, it's the best decision I've ever taken. I think it just makes me grow up. I can imagine how my mom felt with me. That's how I feel with them. You learn to be very tolerant, definitely. You learn to be patient with the children a lot. And you learn to be attentive. You learn a lot that you can use later in your work, and just to be part of a new group. Because they are not like your family. You have to realize that. You learn just to fit in that, and that's important. You need that in a job everywhere. When you deal with other people, with foreign people, that's what I learned from that, I think.